Kitchen hacks can make time spent in the kitchen much more organized and efficient. Because life is busy and every spare minute you can squeeze into the day, let's be honest, is valuable. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you 6 kitchen hacks or tricks that will make life a lot easier when it comes to the one room we undeniably spend the most time in, the kitchen. Now let's be honest, we have all done it. We've put a pot of something on the stove, forgotten about it, or had the heat turned up too high, and the next thing you know, your pan has a layer of burnt on crud. So all you're going to need to do is place your pot back onto the burner and pour a layer of water in it. You do not need to fill your pot all the way up. You just need to make sure the bottom is completely covered so you're not burning the food that's already burnt on there any more than what it already is. Now you're going to turn your burner on to a medium to high heat and bring it to a simmering boil and let the magic happen. This is going to literally lift the food up off the bottom of the pot, so you have to do literally little to no scrubbing. Now, while the pot is still hot, if you have a little bit remaining on the bottom, take a little scrubby and quickly just go over it and it should easily come up. As many of you who own these kind of stoves know, the food you cook can boil over. This leaves pesky scorch marks and gunked up food, which then burns into a nasty, hard to clean up mess. I could go on for days and complain about how I really dislike cleaning my glass stovetop, but instead, I'll show you how I clean it. First, you're going to sprinkle some baking soda all over your stovetop and evenly distribute it over the surface. Next, you're going to spray the surface with some white vinegar and let this sit for about 15 minutes or more. Now, depending on how big of a mess you have, you may want to add a little bit more extra baking soda to form a mildly abrasive paste. Once it is sat for the 15 minutes or longer, now you're going to take the coarser side of the sponge and do circular motions over top of your surface. So keep in mind you are going to be using a little bit of elbow grease during this process. Now you're going to rinse off your sponge and wet down your surface and make sure you remove any of the remaining baking soda or vinegar. Depending on how bad it is, you may need to repeat this process 2 to 3 times. Next on our list is how to remove hard water buildup from the faucets. All you're going to need is an elastic, a Ziploc bag, and some pure white vinegar, along with an old toothbrush. Now, taking your Ziploc bag, you're going to be filling it up with some white vinegar. This doesn't have to be done all the way, just enough to cover the bottom part of your faucet. First, placing your elastic on the faucet, following with your bag of vinegar, you're going to make sure it's securely fastened using the elastic. Next, you're going to leave this for about 15 minutes. This is where all the magic is going to happen. Once it has finished sitting, now you can remove the bag of vinegar, and using an old toothbrush, you can manually give it a good scrub. This will remove any loose surface deposits. Look at the difference this has made. The process here just requires a lemon, a bowl, and some water. All you're going to do is fill your bowl with some water. Next, you're going to slice a lemon and squeeze some of the juice into the bowl and toss in the remaining lemon pieces. Now, placing the bowl in the microwave on high power for about 3 minutes, you need the liquid to come to a boil. I like to do 1 minute to 1.5 minute intervals while doing this. Now do not open your microwave door. The steam trapped inside will help loosen any of the food gunk, so let it stand for about 5 minutes. After the 5 minutes, you can now carefully remove the bowl. Please be careful doing this as your bowl is going to be extremely hot. And as you can see here, all of this stubborn food is wiping off with ease. And if you do come across any stubborn spots that won't easily wipe out, dip the corner of your dish towel in the lemon water and scrub until the spot comes away. With that, you should have a clean microwave with very little work. I don't know about you, but I hate having things on my counter. I'm speaking of appliances. I like them tucked away in the cupboard until I need them. But my toaster has been making me insane, or rather the crumbs from my toaster. They have been spreading to the counter, the floors, the whole inside of the cupboards when we put it away, and I hate it. So here's my simple solution. Going to the dollar store, I found this tray. They have a wide selection of different sizes to choose from, as I know everyone's toasters are going to vary in size. And for $1.25, I purchased this tray to solve my problem. Now I simply just put the toaster on top of the tray, and it keeps my crumbs contained, and I can easily move this off my counters and into the cupboards. Let me know, do you have a crummy toaster? This blender cleaning method is super easy. Let me know in the comments down below if you already do this. All you need is some hot water, a bit of soap, and a few seconds. If your blender has a bit of buildup or is looking a bit dull, you can also add a drop of vinegar or some lemon. I like to pre-rinse out my blender, and then you're going to fill your blender pitcher about halfway with hot water either from the kettle or the tap. And then you're going to add just a drop of dish soap. Now placing your blender back onto the base, you're going to turn your blender on and let it run for about 10 seconds. And now all you're going to do is rinse out the blender thoroughly with more hot water. Now keep in mind, this quick and easy method doesn't replace occasional deep cleaning of your blender. I clean it out quickly after basic tasks, but I still do take it apart time to time and clean the blades and any gunk hanging out under the rubber ring. And ta-da! You should have a perfectly clean blender. Thanks for watching, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Comment down below which one of these hacks are one of your favorites. As well, subscribe if you haven't done so already, and give this video a big thumbs up. It really does support my channel and helps me know what sort of content you guys enjoy. I love you guys to the moon and back. Bye!